Hi. Okay, so let's talk about it. All of the uncomfortable things. All of the TMI things that have been going on in my pregnancy, personally. In my previous video, I had somebody ask if I could make a video like this, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Because it can't just be me. Maybe some of these are just me, but it can't just fully be me. You know? I wrote down my 5 top most TMI things that I really probably would never talk about unless somebody asked about it. If you're asking, there's a reason. There's probably more of you that want to know. So buckle up. Let's dive right in. Number 1, so gassy. Like how, why, I don't understand. And let me give you a little time frame here. So post 30 weeks. Things started to change in different ways. Kid you not, I feel like one day we went to Chipotle and I guess I had the red sauce and I feel like that triggered it. The gas, my tummy, and it ebbs and flows throughout the night mainly. Like it's not so bad during the day as long as I'm moving, it's all good. But it's so bizarre for me personally at night and throughout the night. Okay, let me get over it. So basically I woke myself up from my own gas and I woke my husband up and it was like, I could not help but wake up out of like a dead sleep, like slumber, laughing. That was so funny. It was like the gas is kind of just taking over my nights, and like I said, it comes and goes. Sometimes it's more intense, other weeks it's not as much, but that's number 1. Number 2, like diarrhea. What is happening? What is this? Like not fun, not cute. Out of nowhere too. Post 30 weeks, a lot of diarrhea. It's so weird. Like my stool is just so loose and for no good reason. My diet hasn't changed since the beginning of my pregnancy. When I drink a lot of water, it'll like flush me out on a whole new level. There's been days here this week at 34 weeks where it's been so aggressive and it almost like burns. That's been happening to me. I hope this falls into the right hands, right audience, to where you guys don't feel so alone if you're experiencing this. 3, acid reflux. This one has been a very tricky, weird situation, primarily again in my 3rd trimester. All of these things I've been feeling mainly now in the recent weeks, post 30 weeks. I'll be like suddenly ravenous and I drink water and it'll calm down the hunger, like let's say first thing in the morning. And then all of a sudden I'm on like acid reflux, like burping up the water. And I'm like, okay, so are you hungry? Were you just thirsty? Like what's up with the reflux? And then if I eat, I need to eat little meals throughout the day. Because if not, again, with the acid reflux, it's like, it mainly gets triggered with liquids. It's so weird. So that is tricky. It's like a slippery slope because I'm supposed to stay hydrated, which I shoot for at least 80 ounces a day. I was doing so much better. I was doing like 120 a day. I was fine. I wasn't having acid reflux 1st and 2nd trimester. But now in my 3rd trimester, I assume it's because we are really running out of room over here and anything just kind of gets triggered. There's very little space. So that is my assumption. I cannot confirm that. The way I'm trying to go about it is smaller meals, like break them apart. Okay, we're gonna save the best for last. If you made it this far, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. Number 4, acne and flare-ups. I want to touch on this one because I'm trying something different that I never have before. I took my husband up on this one, okay? It was crazy, but I'm gonna do it. So I have been flaring up, a lot of redness right in my cheeks. I think I've talked about this in my previous video, but to the point where I'm like noticing that all my skincare irritates my skin. Okay, so I know I have my pregnancy hormones working against me, but it was not like this my 1st and 2nd trimester. Maybe also because of the weather. It was like summer. It was like spring into summer, so it was like really warm, really nice. Now it's really cold, really rainy, and I have naturally dry skin. So I'm thinking everything is working against me right now. Especially anything with fragrance in it, skincare or a scrub, it's not working anymore. It's making things so much worse. And even like I bought Korean skincare, right? I even tried something even less fragrance, just stuff in it. It was nice for a little bit, but again, flare-ups kept coming and the little bumps and the pimples. My husband was like, why don't you try what I've been telling you for years? Quit all skincare and use a clean bar of soap. Like, what? Are you serious? Like, I had always written that off. Always, like for years. Ladies, let me tell you something. I took him up on it because I'm like, listen, I don't have anything to lose. Like at this point, what do I have to lose? Nothing's working. why not try it? And he told me, he's like, do you want to have skin like me? And he does, to be fair, have extremely clear, really nice skin. Have you guys ever noticed that men, for the most part, they have really good skin? They're not worried about makeup, skincare. They don't do anything. I'm not saying like, okay, yeah, live off of a bar of soap. I'm not saying that, because I definitely don't do that like with everything else. But I'm saying I noticed a trend. So it's been a week to where I literally just use soap and water, even to like remove my makeup. It's been like cold turkey, no moisturizer, no steps, no skincare. I know, it's like blasphemy, right? Like, it's like, what, girl? Yes. Okay. At first, my skin was like screaming at me. So dry, so parched because of the weather, because of whatever. And my husband was like, what if you just trained your skin to never actually produce its own natural oils or its own naturally balanced pH? Like the pH, what? Okay, that could be, call it a conspiracy, I don't know. My skin in 1 week already feels so much more balanced. Like, my skin is starting to produce a little bit of moisture, like oily, like a little bit. Okay, like, it's not like I'm oily now, but I'm the driest girly I have ever met. Like, dry. It feels like it's like stretching, and I don't feel that way anymore. And I'm like, what? I'm gonna keep you posted on that, but I've been taking progress pictures of my skin. This is more. I'm very excited to where we're going, because my skin's already so much less red. It feels more balanced, and it's so much easier day to day. Last and final one. Intercourse. I'm very curious. Okay, since I'm gonna put myself out there, I want you guys in the comments to tell me how it's been for you in your pregnancy, because sis, it's just not been for me. Like, I went from 100 super high drive. I don't know if I'll get demonetized if I say that word. That's why I'm like not saying it. 3+ times a week before pregnancy. After I got pregnant, I started to go down, and not because, at first, not because I wanted to. It was actually really uncomfortable, really painful, and I did learn that every woman is different, and my like vaginal canal is shaped more like this, so that's why it's painful. Some women just have it straight up and it could be just totally smooth, totally easy, totally fine. For me, it is very painful, no matter what position, no matter what way. As the months progress, now I'm in my 3rd trimester, and it's like, as this belly has gotten bigger, it's really hard to find the right position and find, you're just heavier, you're slower. I know some women are super high, like drive throughout their whole pregnancy. Actually, I don't know, I just hear, it's like alleged to me through posts I see, or no one talks about it. That's why it's a TMI video. Like, actually, I'm like, I personally haven't really talked much about it with anyone, because no one gives details, nobody really talks about it. Not that they have to, but I guess this video is pretty cool to kind of just put it out there. So for me, it's a no. Yeah, those are pretty much the 5 things I wanted to touch and talk about with you guys. See if any of you relate to these, but definitely let me know in the comments. Let's have conversation. Let's talk. Let's not make it weird. And I hope you guys liked today's video. In next week's video, I'm going to be doing a 2023 goal setting new habits, but like a Christ-centered approach to it all. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in that. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.